Somewhere, the former members of the now-defunct Hollywood Foreign Press Association are thinking, well, at least they can't blame this on us. The 81st Annual Golden Globe Awards, hosted by the normally funny comedian Joe Coy, was an awkward and often clunky affair, but there were some moments of levity during the torpid evening. If you didn't watch, and you probably didn't, worst, giving Joe Coy this thankless job. There's no question that Joe Coy is a funny guy. There's also no question that hosting the Golden Globes, especially on less than 3 weeks' notice, and especially on CBS, a network that probably has to Google fun, like Carmy on the Bear, is a thankless job. And so it was hard to blame the comedian for throwing the show's writers under the proverbial bus when his monologue started to go south almost immediately. You'll never convince us that CBS didn't insist that he begin the night with a shout-out to Yellowstone star Kevin Costner. Hooray for awkward corporate synergy. Some I wrote, some other people wrote. Coy said under his breath after one of his Barbie jokes was met with the absence of laughter. I got the gig 10 days ago. You want a perfect monologue? Yo, shut up. I wrote some of these, and they're the ones you're laughing at. Coy did earn a few legitimate laugh lines. That joke about De Niro's latest performance was pretty solid, but we'll likely never know what the comedian could have done if he had the time and the permission to write something truly his own. Best. Robert Downey Jr.'s Golden Globes journalist Shade Hollywood gritted its teeth and threw on some couture last year for the first Golden Globes since controversy upended the organization behind the annual show, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Accepting his award for Best Supporting Actor, Oppenheimer star Robert Downey Jr. was sure to take a jab at the Golden Globe journalists, thanking them for changing your game and therefore changing your names. The HFBA is dead. Long live the Golden Globes journalists. You know, until the next uncomfortable controversy. Worst, the schmoozy announcer trying to remind us how fun the Globes are. We get it. The Golden Globes is Hollywood's fun awards show. Compared to what? The Oscars? Also known as 4 hours of your life you'll never get back. But the Globes are grasping for relevancy, as the CBS announcer reminded us going into or coming out of commercial break. Censors will be standing by, he taunted, should any celebs have too much fun. Kerry Russell is in party mode. He claimed as the Diplomat star took a selfie, apparently universal shorthand for a rager of a time. Yeah, the Globes are fun because everyone's drunk. And it wouldn't hurt if the audience was too. Best, doing the right thing. Ahead of presenting the award for Best Screenplay, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse stars Daniel Kaluuya, Haley Steinfeld, and Shay McMore used their podium banter to honor writers who spent 148 days this summer striking for a fair contract. To demonstrate the importance of writers and writing, we asked that this segment be written not by writers, but by studio executives, announced Kaluuya. The trio then launched into a comically stilted exchange that read like the output of an AI program with clinical depression. I am relatable, chirped Steinfeld. I am enjoy the Golden Globes. Do you agree? Not quite. But this bit was a winner. Worst. Making stars walk through a labyrinth to get to the stage. How cruel is it to make anyone wearing an elaborate gown slowly shuffle, squeeze by, and finesse their way through some of the most famous people in the world to finally get to the stage to accept an award? The Globes have always been fond of a crowded table of stars, but those stars looked like very fancy anchovies stuffed into that Beverly Hilton banquet hall. And maneuvering trains and hymns between chairs and obliging celebs just ate away at the little time the winners had to breathlessly list all the people they hadn't forgotten to thank.